Hello, let's get started. In this brief video, we'll be moving throughout our body, moving all of our joints in the way that they're designed, increasing our range of motion and flexibility, and hopefully creating more ease throughout our body. Let's begin by grounding down in our feet. So take a moment, place your feet, if you're standing, approximately hip width. If you're seated, just ground your feet flat on the floor. And from here, breathe in, bring your arms out and up. And as you're doing this, reach your ribs up out of your waist. So it's very actively through the torso, through the middle of your body, and you're moving your body, and as you exhale, you're coming down according to your breath. So you're creating a body-breath rhythm. Breathing in, we come up, really getting a stretch of our ribs, and as exhale, we relax back down, kind of sinking a little bit through our ankles and our hips and knees. Let's do this 3 times more. So breathing in, following your rhythm. I may be going too fast or too slow for you, so always follow your breath rhythm. That's the one that's just right. 2. And 1 time more. Never straining in any way. Should feel real easy, like you're just getting up in the morning and taking that first big breath and stretch. Great, so find again a neutral position, and we'll begin with the top of our spine going downwards. We'll start at our neck, so go ahead and relax your shoulders down. Let your arms be almost extra heavy today, so they're not coming up by your ears. And let your head drop to one side. Breathe in, pause. As you exhale, slowly roll your head, neck to the other side. You might just close your eyes and enjoy the sensation of moving, breathing, stretching your neck. Breathing in, and as you exhale, roll to the other side. Pause, breathe in, exhale back to the other side. And just do this a few times more, your pace. Slow and gentle is the tone we're looking for. So these movements are distinct from exercise. They're meant to release any muscular tension that we carry around, and we all do. 1 more time through. So just notice how the sensation feels, how the movement feels. Great, and then bring your neck back up. So from our neck, let's go down into our shoulders. So again, arms are heavy, and begin to roll your shoulders in circles. So coming forward, up, back, and down. And notice how the rest of your body can also participate. I'm kind of bending a little bit more at my knees and my hips as I make this movement. It's almost as if I can't help it, right? The whole body wants to participate in the movement. And you might even add a little more arm and elbow and wrist movement, and possibly your fingers. Do what feels good, what you enjoy, what feels comfortable, never straining. Great, and now reverse the direction of your circles. Coming around, forward, down. Good, so you're getting a rounding in the upper back of your body and feeling a stretch between your shoulder blades, your upper back. Good, just nice and easy. These movements have, as you can see, like a circular direction, almost as if we're doing them in water. So they're real light and buoyant, no strain, right? We're just kind of taking the bones in their range of motion, right, by way of how the joints work. Good. All right, now we're going to drop right down through the center of the spine. So let's start with bending our spine sideways. Bring your hand to your hip, your other hand on your shoulder, and stretch your ribs up toward the ceiling. And then push the ribs out to the side. So you create a C curve in your spinal column. And you'll feel the side of your waist really stretch open, as well as the little ribs in between. You might turn your neck and head away from the stretch a little. Breathe big, and then exhale, slowly release. Let's go right into the other side. So again, soft base, nice and steady, and then you reach up out of that. Reach your ribs up, 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 and then out to the side a little bit. So you're pushing your ribs out. And by doing that, you're getting a stretch between your ribs. There's little muscles between there. And those muscles also participate in your breathing. So having them nice and flexible and awakened, you'll breathe better. You'll feel better. Good. Take a big inhale here. And as you exhale, come on down. Good, well done, we're doing well. Now we're gonna go forward and back with the spine. I'm gonna turn sideways so you can see what this looks like. Again, soft knees, and if you're on a chair, you would just lean forward a little bit, putting your hands not on your knees, but just above. And so you're kind of crouching down just a bit, and then pressing your spine forward, so the front of your spine rounds. Notice your tailbone will go back, your chest forward, and then just the opposite, you're rounding up, bringing the front of your spine deep into your torso, toward the back. And continue just like that, bending forward, and you want to feel that shape change, the shift in your spine from an arc and then rounding. I love this movement. I recommend doing this every day. It's really so helpful. You want to keep the middle of your body, your spinal column, very flexible, supple. Good. So this can be done anywhere, seated, standing, in small spaces, so give it a try. I even do this on an airplane in those tiny seats. Just a few times more. Breathing in and out. Last time. Breathing in and out. Good. And then rolling back up. Always taking good care of your back as you transition between the movements. Great. One more direction that the spine moves in is in rotation. So again, soft knees, or if you're seated, just get real firm on your chair and pull away from the back of the chair. You don't want to be leaning back against it. So again, soft knees, steady hips, and just begin to rotate your ribs to the right and to the left, just back and forth like that. Your arms are free and easy. You're going for the ride here. There's no effort in the arms. It's the ribs that are doing the work, turning, and then the hips, and in my case, like the feet are pivoting as well a little bit, so we don't pull on our spinal muscles in any way. So it's just a very playful movement, creating a little rotation in your spinal column. Just a few times more. You want, again, feel just very loose here. Again, we're not holding weight, we're not muscling our way through this, we're just kind of moving our body the way it's designed to. In particular, our rotation in the spine. One more time, right and left, and then find your way back to center. Well done. Last few movements. We're going to now start from the base of our spine, right around our tailbone and our pelvis, and then go back up. So again, steady stance, soft knees, easy at your hips, and begin to circle your hips. So you're making almost like a hula hoop action with your hips. So sending them out nice and wide, pressing out in all directions in that imaginary circle. Again, and your circles may look very different from mine. Maybe yours are very small or closer to the center, or very wide. Perhaps yours go even wider than mine. So really live into it, kind of fill the space around you with this hip action. Switch direction, and you can go super slow. Try that sometime. For a variation, just go super slow. Or if you were feeling like you had a lot of energy in you that you needed to expel a little bit, or you wanted to pick me up, right? You wanted a little more energy, maybe you pick up the pace a bit. Just explore, see what happens. Most importantly, have fun and be safe with these movements. Now we're going to bring that spiral action right up into the rib cage. So I suggest you place your hands there. This is a little more unusual because we're not used to leading movement with the ribs. So go ahead, and the direction is you want to pivot the ribs around like that, like we did with the hips. But it may be a little more challenging to initiate from the rib cage. So give it a try, and you'll get better with practice. And hopefully you'll practice often because these are pleasant movements, not straining, right? They're not challenging our endurance or our strength or even our flexibility. I'm just loosening things up and hopefully living into the range of motion that we have and improve upon it. Beautiful. And release. Very good. Let's finish off with the full body movement. Ground down, lift up. Very similar to how we did in the beginning. Breathe in. If you'd like to, you can crouch down a little bit, bringing your hands to your thighs, and perhaps just lowering your head a little, never all the way. So just a little bit, and then pushing up, breathing in, and then exhale out. 3 times more. You find your flow. Breathe big. Exhale. Excellent, we did it. Big breath in, we'll end up right here. I hope you enjoyed that. I'll see you soon.